Hey guys, today I'm going to tell you about the fantastically epic dollhouse that we built Lily for Christmas this year. As you can see, both of the kids are really loving it, and it's sure to get tons of use over the years. By not buying a dollhouse pre-made, our hope was that it could be a family heirloom that could be passed down through the generations, and I think that we totally nailed it. It really stretches the kids' imaginations, and at the age of 4, it's a toy that is really perfect for them. We tried to scale it so that the Lalaloopsy dolls would fit comfortably, and also so that later on Lily could maybe use it as a bookshelf with shelves that are about 11 1/4 inches tall. It's not really furnished yet. We have a few of the Calico Critter sets and a couple other random pieces of furniture. But I think part of the fun of a dollhouse is being creative with furniture and decorating it. And I knew that Lily was going to want to help to furnish her dollhouse, and it was mostly going to be filled with characters for a while. And they are just loving it. As you can see, it's their favorite right now. I found this picture on Pinterest of the dollhouse that I really liked the best and seemed the easiest to construct. The site that the picture led me to was just a message board for doll lovers. And the picture was posted anonymously, so I can't give credit for it. But if you know who put it there, please let me know. Anywho, the person posted this picture showing that she had found the dollhouse in a trash pile. It was wet and moldy and had a cardboard backing on it, but it was otherwise made of hard wood, so she decided to remake it. And obviously, there were no plans or blueprints of any kind, so we just kind of winged it and made our own copycat version. Rob and my mom's fiance Perry were the main architects and builders for this project. Originally, we had big plans and wanted to put storage drawers underneath and add some porches, maybe a garage. But once we started building, the pure scope of this project just really kind of put a damper on any of our grand plans for a fancy manor house. Plus, we had a deadline of Christmas morning, so we couldn't be messing around and needing it done as fast as possible and without spending too many man hours on it. When choosing the wood, we opted against actual hardwood like pine or cherry because it's super expensive to begin with and it's really hard to repair if it gets damaged. We needed something that looked like hardwood but could take a beating by kids, and we ended up using, yeah, they had a good time. We ended up using MDF, which is actually still wood, but it's a compressed sawdust wood. It's easy to work with, easy to paint and clean, and it's really durable. Rob and Perry spent 2 weekends in the garage on the main body of the dollhouse. If you don't have power tools, this project might not be for you. It might be a little bit out of your league. It was definitely out of our league. But if you have most of the basic woodworking materials, it could be a good starter project. Although there is no way that Rob and I could have constructed this without Perry, because he is truly a professional and actually works for a custom trim and cabinet company. The most difficult aspects of this dollhouse were the windows and stairs. The windows were made specifically so that Lily's Lalaloopsies and the Calico Critter figures, which are about 3 inches high, could look out of the windows. So it was totally a customized job for the dolls that she plays with. And if you wanted to make this dollhouse, you could always make it bigger or smaller and customize it to the dolls or the figures that your child plays with, like as big as an American Girl doll, or like tall like a Barbie doll, or as small as Shopkins even. It's all in what kind of dollhouse works best for your budget and for your child. And as far as cost goes, I think we spent about $100 on the whole project. The MDF wood was about $30 to $35 per sheet, and we used one large sheet of the MDF and one sheet of just birch plywood for the roof and the back. We did use some specialty tools like a jigsaw and like a compound miter, only because Perry happened to have them in his own workshop for his own custom trim job. The stairs were super tricky because there were absolutely no instructions anywhere on how to do it. Eventually, I turned to Pinterest again and found a how-to on making dollhouse stairs from a 2x4, and we kind of just made our own version of that. Like I said, we had no plans to go by, so we were kind of flying by the seat of our pants on this project, but it's really cool that Pinterest and YouTube were huge resources for us during construction. I'm sure some of you have looked up DIY or do-it-yourself projects, and that's probably how you found this video. But it was a big help, and there is no way that we could have done this, like I said, without Perry or without the internet. And so after a lot of messing around and many, many nights spent on this dollhouse, we finally got, well, I say we, but it was actually Rob and Perry who did the main construction on this, and they figured out a way to get the stairs to fit, and we just kind of took a smaller piece of wood and chiseled out these steps, and it worked out in the end. And here is the dollhouse in its raw form after all of the wooden construction was done. And it was my turn. Well, actually, Rob helped me for maybe 5 minutes with the painting. I had some white paint left over from painting the kids' bunk beds about a year or so ago, and I had plenty of paint left and decided to use it. It's Behr semi-gloss with primer, and I taped all of the edges in the back and got to work, and I painted and painted and painted and painted and painted. This is what it looks like with one coat, and I just kept painting, and it ended up taking me 3 nights of painting, and that equaled to 3 coats of paint, but I just kept thinking about how awesome it would look and how the kids are going to love it so much, and each coat took about an hour and a half, I guess. And I just did it in small chunks after they went to bed, and it was finished pretty quickly. And so here it is with all 3 coats, looking really nice and clean and fresh. And when it came to the shingles for the roof, in the beginning, I was just thinking that we would have a plain wooden roof. But as you can see, Perry added his little finishing touch with the custom trim on the top peak of the roof. And we just really needed a pretty looking roof. Rob was adamant about having shingles and a real looking roof. So once again, I turned to Pinterest and found that someone had used popsicle sticks to make miniature shingles. These are just large size crafting popsicle sticks that we used. We cut them in half and sized them to the length that we wanted and glued and clamped them into strips on top of each other. It was really time consuming, and Rob says he's not sure if he would do it again if he knew it would take so long and be so tedious. But after seeing the end result and how pretty it looked, he says it really paid off in the end. I love, nice Perry, I love how the gingerbread type of house and the contrast between the white of the house and the roof is really, really pretty. So for the wallpaper, I just headed over to the craft store and picked out some cute and crazy scrapbooking paper prints and measured and cut and used some heavy-duty construction grade double-sided tape to put it up on the back wall of each room. And I really love the way it turned out. Rob helped me out with the wallpaper, and it really does look good. I love all the patterns that I picked out. It was a huge project. Altogether, I would say we spent about 40 hours on it, which is a full work week, but I mean, just look at it. It was a huge hit on Christmas morning. The kids have played with it more than anything that they got for Christmas. And I just love it. I mean, part of it was a dollhouse because I never had a dollhouse. Part of it was for Lily, of course, was supposed to be the main part because She just loves playing with the Lalaloopsies. And part of it was for Cash too, because he's 4 and he loves doing imaginative play. And here they are finding the dollhouse on Christmas morning. And when we asked Lily the day after Christmas what was her favorite present that she got from Santa Claus, and she immediately said, "My dollhouse." And that is what made all of the hard work so worth it. We were like, hallelujah. If you are interested in making this dollhouse for yourself, I will put the dimensions and materials below. And like I said, it's truly a custom job. You totally don't have to use our instructions. We just kind of came up with it on our own. If you have any questions or need some advice on how we did it, please leave a comment and we will do our very best to get back to you as soon as we can. And as always, y'all, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of our viewers. We just hit 200 subscribers. Yay! Best Christmas present ever for this YouTuber. I love y'all so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.